Hi, good afternoon, folks. Phil McPhail here again, and welcome back to our channel. Are you a fan of off-grid log cabins in Maine? Well, if you are, you're going to want to come along on this tour with me today as we check out this 2003 Maine pine log cabin. And stick around, we've got a bunch of outbuildings here, but we've also got a 65-acre wooded lot that's ideal for growing your own firewood, hunting, walking, trail hiking. There's trails on the property. We're going to show you all this today, so come along, let's go on this tour together. This Maine pine log cabin is 24 by 32 with an 8 by 24 front porch covered. It's not screened, but it does have a roof over it. This house was built in 2003. Full concrete cellar underneath the house. We'll show you that when we go inside. The house is 2-bedroom, 1 bath. You've also got a 2-car detached garage right next to it. We've got a drilled well for water and a septic designed for a 3-bedroom system. So if you wanted to add a bedroom somewhere on this property, you certainly could do that. Okay, so let's talk about the off-grid nature of this house. We do have solar PV here. These 12 panels, these are all 60 watts a piece for a total of 720 watts of potential solar power. There's 6 more panels up on the roof. I do not have a ladder, and the owner doesn't remember what they are. Those size panels are usually somewhere between 200 and 300 watts. You definitely want to check that out to be sure. If you get interested in the property, we can do some inspections on ladders. And there's a battery backup in the house. We'll show you that when we get inside the basement area. Let's go inside the house now and check out the interior. Hey, this 8 by 24 porch is a really nice place to hang out. If you get a little rain coming, drink your morning coffee out here. We're somewhere near the property's boundary on the eastern side of the lot. And we're almost dead center of the width of it. It's nearly a square lot. Let's go inside now, check this out. All right, come on in, folks. Take a look at this cabin. It's a small cabin, pretty well constructed. We do have a kitchen here with a gas range, sink. The refrigerator's out in the garage right now. We'll show you that when we go out in the garage. Over here on this side of the cabin, we've got a wood stove for heat. That's not the primary heating system. It is a backup, although if you want to burn wood, that wood stove right there will certainly heat the entire house. And if you're wondering what this little box here, this is your power meter. It tells you where your battery's at. Right now we're at full charge. I believe that's a full charge, at least at my off-grid cabin, that would be 55 volts. Show you the rest of the system down the basement. Over here in the living area, again, before we head out to the bedrooms, you can check out this closet here, a coat closet or a storage closet here, whatever you want to use it for, like a little extra space. So let's go check out the rest of the house. Come around this corner here. We're going to go down and check out the bathroom. There's a full bath in this house. We got tub, shower, surround enclosed, sink, and a flush in here. And this is vinyl flooring. We got a vinyl flooring here. The rest of the house is just natural wood flooring. As we come down this way, we got the first of 2 bedrooms. We got a window over here, plus a large closet. You can check that out. That's good for storage. Again, we're down here with the pine floors. And then across the hall, this next room, this is your 2nd bedroom. We're on the eastern side of the house now. And another big closet. These rooms are nearly identical. When you are looking at this property, if you're seriously interested in it and you want to see the entire floor plan, don't forget to check out the Matterport 3D virtual tour, which is in the link to our website down below. It'll take you to the property information. You'll find a online map and everything there. So if you're seriously looking, folks, check that out. Don't miss it. It'll really help you understand the layout of this home much better. We're over here in the hallway now, and as you come from the kitchen living space, your cellar door here is on your right, and we're going to go down and check that out next. All right, coming down the cellar stairs here. First thing you notice at the bottom stairs is the pressure tank for the well. It's an oversized tank, which is good. So if you happen to run the generator and you're filling this up, you get a little extra storage here. This bank is all of your solar input. We do have the main breaker panel here is a 100 amp box. Your charge controller, your inverters, everything is here to monitor the system. And then this is where the batteries are. And these are lead acid batteries. There's 8 of them in here. My client doesn't have a lot of electronic usage. They like simple life, runs his lights off here as well, pumping his heating system. Occasionally runs a gas dryer, but there's not a lot of power there. And the water heater is also gas. We'll show you that next. So that's where the batteries are located. And let's check out the rest of the basement. Over here, gas-fired water heater. And when I say gas, I mean liquid propane. In case you're wondering, there isn't any natural gas hookups in this location. This is an LP gas boiler. Heats the baseboards for the heat upstairs. The seller did tell me yesterday that he's going to leave this gas dryer. This will stay with the house. Your hookup for washer and dryer is on this wall. And that's pretty much it. We got about a 7-foot ceiling down here. Basement appears to be really nice and dry. He hasn't disclosed any kind of moisture problems at all. All right, let's go outside and check out some of the other outbuildings. All right, we're over here by the garage. This is a 20 by 24 building. Come on in, check this out. I would call it a one car. You know, you could fit 2 cars in here, but the doors, yeah, actually I think you could call this a 2-car garage. And we've got storage up above us, a nice workbench here. Back here is the connection if you were going to hook up a backup generator. And if you're going to live up here year round, you certainly would want some sort of backup power system in case you got days of rain and you're using a lot of power. Hook up a generator. This goes underground to the house and feeds into the inverter in there, so you could charge your batteries up if you needed to. A little ventilation fan here if you were to run a generator. Let's see, what else we got? That's pretty much it. You saw the refrigerator as you came in. That could go back in the house. All right, we're right in between the house and the garage now, and we do have a fenced-in area. If you wanted to have a few chickens, gonna live, maybe do a little homesteading, there is a chicken coop here that's roughly 6 by 10. You can check that out. There's no chickens here now, but at one time the client had them. We're over here beyond the garage now, and come check this out. We've got a little, oh, what do you call this? I've always, it's a roof with no walls. You put it in the comments. Remind me what this is called. I don't know why I can't remember right now, but it's not a gazebo, but it's similar to that. And this is a pickup camper that's going to remain with the property. It is undercover here. Does have a bed in here and some storage. He had company. You didn't want them to stay too long. Great place for them here. They might sleep a couple nights, and then you'll have your privacy back. So that's going to stay with the property. Over here on the other side of that, we have a woodshed. And this is a pretty good sized building. Plenty of room for storage. I haven't done the math here, but we've got it roughly 8 by 12. 3 or 4 cord. That's a guess. I haven't done the math. I'm trying to do it in my head. We're going over here behind the house in the garage now. I want to show you the well location. You can see we come right up against the forest here. It's quite private. The well's right here. According to the well cap, it was drilled by Alfred C. Haskell. I think we have more information on the property disclosure. And don't forget, if you are seriously interested in this property and you need more info before when you're done watching the video, send us an email, give us a call, and we'll send you a property information packet that will have deeds, disclosures, mapping, tax info, everything you could probably want to know, and then some. And then we do have one other building over here. It's locked up right now. I'm not going to bother going in, but it's just a steel shed for extra storage for lawn and garden equipment. Coming around the back of the house, and over here on the other side, the septic line comes out of the basement here. The top of the tank is actually exposed, so it's easy to get it cleaned out. If you wanted to cover it up, you can put like a manhole cover or something here, it'd be great. There's the pumped end and the discharge end is both open. And right here is the location of the leach field, and it's pretty obvious where it is here. It's the lawn section right here. Across the driveway, we do have some areas that could be, there's some raised bed gardening you could do over there that he's doing now. We're going to take a walk on this land. We got 65 acres. We are in here on a private road, about a half mile in from the town maintained road. This is the last house on this road. The road does go on by here, but there's only one little small cabin up in the woods that's accessed over this road. So it's quite private here. All right, we're ready to hit the trail. We're gonna go walk some of this lot and show you the woodland out here. Before we do, don't forget, like and share this video and hit that subscription button down below. Put on all notifications. You don't wanna miss the next video if you're looking for a piece of property. And if you're concerned you might miss it, give me a call, give me your email, and I'll put you on our newsletter and an auto update of the kind of property that you're looking for. So when something comes in, if we've got it online before the video comes out, you'll get that as well. So don't forget, either send me an email, text me your email address, whatever, and we'll get this out for you. Let's go for a walk. This is the main road. This is Frye's Lane. It's the improved part of Frye's Lane, pretty much ends here at this house, but it does continue on through the woods. We're located in the town of Greenbush, Maine at 111 Frye's Lane. And where's Greenbush, Maine, you ask? If you're not from the local area, you probably have no clue where Greenbush, Maine is. We're 11 miles roughly north of Old Town, Maine. Old Town is the nearest city to Greenbush. All kinds of things to do there, shopping and other cultural stuff. The University of Maine at Orono is 14 miles south of us here. That's Maine's largest campus, and Division I sports teams there. Check that out. We talk about the University of Maine a lot, where it is a big campus. I think there's over 10,000 people attending that school. The city of Bangor, we're about 26 miles to the airport in Bangor. So Bangor International Airport, 26 miles from here. Bangor is northern Maine's largest city. And between that and Brewer, I think we've got over 40,000 people in that area. Lots of restaurants, things to do, civic events, cultural events, casino, all kinds of things in Bangor. Okay, we're about 151 miles from the city of Portland, Maine. So if you live in Portland and you're looking for a little backwoods getaway for you and the family and your buddies to come do some ATV riding, snowmobiling, or maybe do a little hunting back here in this beautiful woodlot. That's a 2.5 hour ride from this location. And the city of Boston is about 262 miles, or about a 4-hour drive, most of which is over I-95. We're back here in the woods now on one of the trails, and we're going to show you a number of little side trails and stuff. There's a road that kind of loops through the property, which is kind of nice for accessing the 65 acres. This is 65 plus minus acres according to the survey. So the elevations here run from about 150 to 205 feet above sea level. So for a large tract of land, it's relatively level. You'll see a little rolling, but it's easy to get around. The soils here are a complex mix of loams. They are stony and rocky, so they're not great farmland soils, but they will grow stuff. And they're promoting in here the oak and white pine growth. And there was a harvest done here, quite a few years ago, probably before my clients bought the property. But it's growing really well. You can see a lot of the regeneration coming up here in behind me. Got a little bit of a wet spot right now. We're early spring still, folks. First week of May, and it's a beautiful 65 degrees today, if you'd like to know the weather. You can see we do have some rock outcroppings here, so you can see the rocks I was talking about. All the large hardwoods you're looking at are mostly oaks. And for the deer hunter, I don't need to tell you what that means. There's all kinds of food here for deer, squirrels, birds, and everybody else. So you can see we do have this nice interior road. We're off Frye's Lane now, so this is not a private right away for anybody else. This is solely on this lot. We got some nice white pine popping here everywhere. This area is well known for growing pine. My client used to have a camper parked down in here. And it's a spot where if you had friends that wanted to come stay, you could have them a little clearing. They could haul a camper down in here. Just a really nice piece of land, very gently rolling. And you can see we still have some big pines, some big hardwoods, and a lot of young growth coming up underneath it, and deer sign everywhere in here. All right, we're over here probably, 500, 600, 700 feet from the house now. And we've got this 12 by 24 pole barn structure that is where he parked the camper to keep you know, the weather off it. You could leave it here year round if you wanted to. There's no water or sewer hookup here. There is an outhouse, and that's about it. This building is set on concrete sonotubes and 4x4 posts up to the roof. It is a nice quiet spot, very level. Good place you could put a little food plots in here, maybe do a little shooting range. You got enough distance here if you want to clear enough trees. It's gonna be a nice covered shooting platform. Make it what you want of it. It's just an open structure. Let me tell you a little bit about the area, folks, while we're walking here. We're just north of Sunkhaze Meadows National Wildlife Refuge, and that's an 11,000 plus acre U.S. Fish and Wildlife managed conservation area. Beautiful stream running through the property, a couple of them actually, lots of hiking trails in there. Certain sections are, you can hunt it. Beautiful area just south of this. About 6 miles from here will put you at a boat landing on Maine's Penobscot River. That's a 350-mile long river. Beautiful place to boat, paddle, fish, see bald eagles. You know, if you're a fan of the channel, you know I live on the Penobscot River and I'm absolutely in love with it. I fished it since I was a little kid and still do. This section of the river for fishing is well known for smallmouth bass. It does get a run of Atlantic salmon, albeit not like it did 150 years ago, but they're still swimming through the river. And recently, some dam removals in the south end of the river have allowed American shad in and get them further up the river. They're coming all the way up into the Old Town area now, so you can fish for them there. Sturgeon are still in the Penobscot River, so it's a cool area, folks. If you like water, we got a lot of lakes close by. Coldstream Pond, one of central Maine's biggest, cleanest lakes for fishing and boating, is about 15 miles from us here in this location. If you're looking for some really large trees, we're over here on the southern side of the lot now, and we've got some beautiful white pine that were never harvested. They're probably over 100 years old. A lot of them are in the 18 to 20 inch diameter size class, and they're 50 feet tall. So they're pretty nice section of the land right here. Again, we got a mowed grassy trails and old roads through here. So access to the land is really good. I think we've shown you guys about everything we want you to see out here in the woods right now. If you want to come up here and walk it with me, I'd be happy to. But what a quiet spot. Yeah, we're less than an hour, we're a half hour from the city of Bangor from here. So out in the woods, lots of privacy, easy to get to conveniences that you might need. All right, we're over here on the west side, and this is Frye's lane coming in, and you can see it's not an improved road. The neighbor does have a right-of-way through here, which is blocked off right now. I believe they haven't utilized it. It's a large landowner next door, I believe, that's timbers this every couple of decades. Obviously, the road that was there is completely grown to trees, so it's been a long time since they've been here. So anyway, this way back to the house, we're gonna walk out there and wrap up the video with price, taxes, and all the other details. Well, thanks for taking the tour of this beautiful log cabin and land with me today in the town of Greenbush, Maine. Let's wrap this up for you with all the details. Our asking price on this property is $299,900. The taxes are just a tish over $2,700 in the last tax year. We've got the 2003 built 24 by 32 log cabin on a full basement, 20 by 28 garage, all kinds of other outbuildings, trails on the property, 65 wooded acres of land. Beautiful piece. Give me a call at 800-286-6164. Come on up. Let's take a look at it together.